Welcome back to online GIS training program using QGIS. As we have discussed earlier, among the components of GIS, network component is not necessary for this training program as it is going to be standalone computer based work. We have hardware, skilled person as well as software which we have downloaded and installed in our computer. The remaining components are data and method. In this video, we will learn how to collect data for GIS. I am going to discuss about few sources from where we can collect the data for our GIS work. The first one is collection of topographical sheet from University of Texas Library. This library website provides topographical sheet for entire India as well as for its neighboring countries. The maps are provided in JPG image format in the scale of 1:250,000. No registration is necessary to download maps from this website. The web link for the page is mentioned here. You can use it to open the web page. The second one is satellite image collection from Bhuvan portal. Indian Space Research Organization has developed web-based mapping application called Bhuvan in August 2009. This portal provides several spatial data of country for different time periods. Registration is necessary to download data from this portal. The web link for the page is mentioned here. You can use it to go to the web page. It is advised to go through the web page and surf in detail to understand the various information available in it. The third one is satellite image collection from Earth Explorer portal. In this portal, we can download sequential data for temporal analysis. It provides a long list of satellite and aerial imageries. Registration is necessary to download the data from this portal. The web link for the page is mentioned here. You can use it to go to web page. The fourth one is collection of SRTM data from OpenDem portal. SRTM stands for Settled Radar Topographical Mission. Earth surface elevation information was collected by Settled Radar Topographical Mission in the year of 2000. The data was collected for the regions from 56 degrees south latitude to 60 degree north latitude, and these informations are given in the form of contours. The web link for the page is mentioned here. You can use it to go to web page. The fifth one is vector data collection from Diva GIS. This portal provides open source software as well as spatial data for entire world. It is one of the popular portals to download vector data. The web link for the page is mentioned here. You can use it to go to web page. In this video, we will see how to download topographical sheet from Texas Library and vector data from Diva GIS for our GIS work. As these data are free of cost and no login information is necessary, anyone having internet connection can download and use this data. To download the topographical sheet from Texas Library, I copy the link and paste in search box followed by a enter on the keyboard. Now we can see the web page showing Indian map with its neighboring countries. The green box on the India indicates topographical sheets available for download. To download topographical sheet, just click on any box on the map. It will open a new page where topographical sheets of respective box will be appeared. This image can be zoomed and moved to know the information of it. To save it, right click on the image and click on Save Image As and save to specific place. The default name of the file indicates the code given by the provider. If you like it, you can save in the same name, or else you can change as you like. In this case, I change the name as base map and save it. Now I come back to previous page. Here you can see there are name of places with size of file. We can also download the topographical sheet of specific place by clicking on it. Next, we will see how to download vector data. For this exercise, I am going to download vector data of Sri Lanka from Diva GIS website. I copy the link and paste in the search box followed by a enter on keyboard. Now we can see the web page. Please read the information carefully that given in web page to know more about the data provider and available software and documents. Click on Free Spatial Data tab followed by a click on Country Level Data. In the new page, select country as Sri Lanka and subject as administrative areas, followed by a click on OK. In a new page, you can see download button. Click on it to download data. The data is started to download in the left bottom of my browser. The file size is 2.62 MB. It may take few seconds or minutes to download based on the internet speed. Just open the file location. I am using the free software called WinRAR, which is used to zip and unzip files. If you do not have this software in your computer, you may not see the icon as we see here, and this file cannot be opened. Hence, it is advised to download WinRAR software and install in your computer to open it. Right click on the file and click on extract to extract the files. Here we can see totally 19 files and 6 files are having same name with different file extension. These are vector files saved in save file format with its supporting files. A save file is a simple non-topological format for storing geographic location and attribute information of geographic features. It can be a point, line or polygon. It is developed by Environmental Systems Research Institute, who is one of the leading organizations in the field of GIS. These 6 files can be classified into 2 groups as mandatory files and optional files. Mandatory files are .shp, .shs and .dbf, and optional files are .cpg, .csv and .prj. Vector data can be used without optional files but not without mandatory files. .shp file stores the geometry of features. It can be a point, line or polygon. .shx is a safe index position file. .dbf is a database file in which attribute and object IDs are stored. .cpg are optional plain text files that describes the encoding applied to create the save file. .prj contains the metadata associated with the save files, coordinate and projection system. .csv files have the information of the save file. The license text file contains the license information of downloaded data. Just open and read it to know how this data can be used. In this video, we are going to learn how to open the downloaded data in QGIS and how to visualize it. To perform this activity, I first opened the QGIS desktop shortcut, which was created at the time of installation on my desktop, or I can open it from Start Program of my computer. I double click on the shortcut to open it. As I said earlier, it may take few seconds or minutes to open, so we will wait till it gets open. Here I can see the QGIS interface is not arranged properly. Thus, I close the windows opened on the canvas and go to the project menu to create a new project by clicking on the new. We see a new project now, but I do not have the layer panel. To open the layer panel, I right click on the empty space of toolbar and check the box of layer panel. First, we will open the downloaded topographical sheet, which is stored in the raster format. To open the topographical sheet, click on the layers on menu, then click on the add layer followed by a click on add raster layer. You can also see the shortcut keys mentioned at the right side of the tool, which can help us to open the data easily. Now we can see Data Source Manager raster pop-up window. On this, click on the Browse button and move to the location to select the topographical sheet. Select the topographical sheet and click on Open. Then click on Add on the Data Source Manager raster window. Immediately you can see there is a layer added in your layer panel. Click on Close and look at the topographical sheet on canvas. I have kept Map Navigation toolbar on the left side of software. To keep it on the top of software, I click on 3 dots and move it to top. I use Zoom tool to zoom the topo sheet and Pan tool to move the topo sheet. To reduce the zoom, I use Zoom out. Sometimes the data on the canvas may get moved away from canvas visibility. If it is happen, click on Zoom Full tool on toolbar or right click on the layer in the layer panel and click on Zoom to Layer. I recommend to use all the available tools on navigation toolbar and get familiar with it. Look at the coordinate on the status bar. It shows computer stored reference coordinate, which is not at all related to latitude and latitude of this place. Thus, this image has to be georeferenced for any GIS related work. We will see georeferencing little later. Change the scale on the status bar and use the magnifier and rotation to know the use of it. To remove the topographical sheet from the project, right click on the layer in layer panel and click on remove, followed by a click on OK on remove layer and groups. Next we will open downloaded vector layer in QGIS. To open the vector layer, click on layer on menu bar and click on add layer. Then click on add vector layer. Now we can see a data source manager vector pop-up window. Here click on browser, which is located right side of vector data set box, and go to the specific folder where we have saved our data. In my case, it is saved in downloads. So I go to downloads and click on lka_adm2.shp. As I said earlier, files having similar name with different file extension are belong to a single vector layer. Among this, .shp file is having geometry of vector layer. Thus, we select .shp to open the file in software. Once you have selected it, click on open and click on add on data source manager window. Immediately, you can see a layer is added on the layer panel. Now click on close on data source manager window. Use navigation tool to visualize data. You can also use scroll wheel on your mouse to zoom or zoom out the data on canvas. To know about the attribute information saved in the data, right click on the data in layer panel and click on open attribute table. Here we can see several number of columns and rows. Each row in the table is linked with a polygon in the data. To understand it, I select a row on the table and click on zoom map to select row tool. Now we can see the linked polygon on the canvas. As we have selected the row in the table, the linked polygon on the canvas also got selected. That's why it is showing in yellow color. To unselect it, click on the tool, deselect all. See the left top of attribute window. It shows the name of the file and features totals, which means number of rows or polygons in our data. In this data, we have totally 323 polygons and its linked attribute rows. We will discuss about attribute table in detail in upcoming classes. Now close the attribute table by clicking on the close at right side of the attribute window. To change the color of data, right click on the layer in layer panel and click on style and choose the color that you like to view your data. To remove the data from project, right click on layer in layer panel and click on remove, followed by a click on OK on remove layer and groups. Plugins are tools developed by QGIS developer and other independent user to extend the core functionality of software. These plugins can be divided into two groups such as core plugins and external plugins. Core plugins are part of standard QGIS. It installs when we install QGIS software into our computer. External plugins are available in the QGIS plugins repository. To use it, user has to install it. Now we will move on to software to know about plugins. Georeferencer is one of the core plugin which is installed with software. To make sure it is available in our software, click on raster menu and look georeferencer in the drop down menu. Here the tool is available in third position in drop down menu. The position order of the tool in the list may vary from one person to another person. You just make sure the tool is available in the list. If it is not available in the list, we can add from plugin manager. To open the plugin tools, click on plugins on menu bar and click on manage and install plugins. The external plugins are downloaded from QGIS plugin repository. To download these external plugins, our computer should connected with internet. If it is not connected with internet, we cannot download these external plugins. Hence, it is advised to connect your computer with internet when you want to install external plugins. On the plugin window, when I click on All tab, we can see all the plugins available for QGIS. When I click on Installed, we can see core plugins which is already installed. The checked box left of the tool indicates the tool is opened in the software. See the georeferencer GDAL, which we have seen under the raster menu. If you want to hide it from raster menu, click on box to uncheck. When I click on Not Installed, we can see external plugins which has to be installed from QGIS plugin repository. Click on any tool on the window and see the information about the tool on right side of Windows. To install it, click on Install Plugins. When I click on Upgraded tab, we can see the tools which can be upgraded. If you feel you want to upgrade, click on the tool and click on Upgrade Plugins. When I click on Install from Zip, it shows File Selection option. If you have any plugin in zip file format, that can be installed using Install from Zip option. When I click on Settings, we can see Check for Updates when we open QGIS in our computer. So experimental plugins are the plugins which is developed but still under testing. So also deprecated plugins. Deprecated plugins are no longer effective, valid or unusable plugins. Here we can see the plugin repository address from where plugin is getting downloaded. For our next exercise, which is georeferencing, we need georeferencer tool, which is a core plugin. The tool is already available in my software under raster menu. If you cannot see under the raster menu in your software, click on Install tab and check the box of georeferencer and click on Close. In today's class, we have discussed about how to download topographical sheet and vector data through online, how to open downloaded data in QGIS, and plugins in QGIS. To know more about QGIS, visit www.qgis.org.